All right, class. So I've been getting some emails, and I wanted to kind of walk you through on some of the ways that you might need to input some things into your worksheet. So the first thing that I want to bring to your attention is um, I know that it says mass number and atomic mass, but the problem is you can only have one. It's or, it's not and. Okay. So in whichever one you don't have, you're going to place an X. Okay. So for this one, based off of the element present there, it has no mass number. So for A, I'm going to put an X. For B, I'm looking for the atomic mass. So I look at my handy dandy periodic table. I look for sodium. It has an atomic mass of 22.99. Okay, so looking at that, I then have 22.99. The atomic number on our periodic table in the upper left-hand corner is the atomic number, and that's going to be 11. Protons and atomic number are always going to be equal. So that means that D is 11. Now, with the neutrons, that is where we're at next. And with the neutrons, okay, you're going to want to look at the either atomic mass or mass number that you have. So on this one, we have the mass number again. We don't have the mass number, we have the atomic mass. Sorry about that. So that atomic mass is the number of neutrons and protons. So what we need to do is we need to take 22.99 minus 11, giving us 11.99. Now, we're going to round this. So it is equivalent to 12. Now, since we used an atomic mass, for the number of neutrons, we need to put it in parentheses. Now, that parentheses is going to tell us that we rounded it and that it came from an atomic mass. So our final one is going to be charge. Now, notice how they said that we have 11 electrons. So the fact that it says that we have 11 electrons tells me that we're neutral. So if I have 11 protons, which are positive, and 11 electrons, which are negative, F, which would be charge, would be a 0. Okay. And that's how you would do one where it was given to you the element or ion. Let's go ahead and go back and try another one. Now with this one, looking at here, we have copper, and then we have a number in the upper left-hand corner and a number in the upper right-hand corner. The left-hand corner is the mass number. So as soon as I see that, I know that I have a mass number that's going to be 65, and that means that the atomic mass is now the X. Now we go to the atomic number. So you're going to find Cu on the periodic table, and it has an atomic number of 29. If the atomic number is 29, the number of protons is 29. Because remember, these two columns are always going to be equal. For E on this one, for the neutrons, now you're going to take the mass number minus the number of protons. So it becomes 65 minus 29, giving us 36. Now, this one for G, we're going to put in plus 3. Now, this is important because for F, we have to find out a way to make it so that we have 3 more protons than we do electrons. We cannot change the number of protons. We can change the number of electrons, though. So if I have 29 protons, in order to have a +3 charge, I need to have 26 electrons. You can't change protons, but you can change electrons. All right, and the final type of question that we need to go over is that of average atomic mass. So with average atomic mass, it's not exactly like the averages you've done in math class and things like that, because it's taking into consideration the abundance of that element on Earth. So you convert these percentages back into decimal form. So you're going to take 0.99. You're going to multiply it by the mass number of that one, which is 1, and you'll get 0.99. You're going to do the same thing with 0.008 times 2, giving us 0.016. We'll take the 0.002 and multiply it by 3, giving us a grand total of 0.006. Add it up. This becomes a 2, 1, a 1, carry the 1, and you get 1.01. Now, for all of these average atomic masses, we're going to go to the hundredths place. So our final answer is going to be 1.01. This is the numerical answer. Then comes the unit. That's going to be AMU, which stands for atomic mass unit. And then since we're dealing with hydrogen as the element, that would be our label. So you can either go with hydrogen, or you can go with just a simple H. Okay. All right. I hope this helps. And if you still need some help, go ahead and add a question onto the discussion board, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right.